Hello, let's get to the new chapter Industry and Trade. In this chapter, we are going to gather some information about industry and trade in India in the post independence period. After India became independent, the Industrial Financial Corporation of India was established in 1948 with the purpose of making available long term loans to industrial projects. Similarly, the Industrial Development Corporation was established in 1954 in order to bring about greater development in the industrial sector. The first topic is some industries in India, in which first one is textile industry. The textile industry forms 14% of the total industrial production. It includes the power loom and the handloom industries. The handloom industries are labor intensive. According to the Textile Committee Act 1963, a textile committee has been established. This committee sets the quality standards for textile manufactured for sale in the internal market as well as for exports. Silk industry. This industry functions under the Ministry of Textiles. The research about the species of the silkworm and mulberry trees is done for the Cerebotic Research Laboratory at Bengaluru. This industry is primarily in the states of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, and Jammu and Kashmir. Now it is being spread in states with predominant tribal population. Jute industry. India is top ranking country with jute production. India is a major exporter of jute products. We get clothes, sackcloths, ropes from jute. We have information box over here. Do you know? Mega Cluster is a self scheme that helps weavers through self financial groups and non-governmental organization. Help is given in the form of raw material, design banks, development of technology, and welfare of weavers. Next one. Sculpting. This is a labor-intensive craft. Sculptors got employment due to the capacity of the craft to absorb more craftsmen, small investment and more profit, preferences to export, and possibility of earning more foreign exchange. Several cities have market mechanisms like Delhi Math, which enables the craftsmen from rural and urban areas to get a market for their wares. Automobile industry. India is one of the major producers for vehicles. Vehicles are exported to 40 countries from India. The automobile industry is called as the sunrise sector in India. India's tractor industry is the biggest in the world. One third of the tractors manufactured worldwide is produced in India. Tractors manufactured in India are exported to Turkey, Malaysia, and several other countries in Africa. Cement industry. The role of cement industry is important in the development of housing and infrastructure. This industry is one of the most technologically advanced. India is currently an important producer of cement in the world. Leather industry. It is a big industry in India. It is primarily export oriented. Salt industry. India is one of the top producers of salt in the world. The annual production of salt in India is 200 lakh tons. The production of iodized salt is 60 lakh tons. Bicycle industry. India is a leading producer of bicycles in the world. Bicycles are made in the states of Punjab and Tamil Nadu. The main center of bicycle manufacturing in India is Ludhiana. India exports bicycles to countries like Nigeria, Mexico, Kenya, Uganda, and Brazil. Khadi and Village Industry. The Khadi and Village Industries Commission was established to give impetus to the industrialization in rural areas. The main objective behind the establishment of corporation was to develop the traditional industries, handicrafts, cottage industries, and to encourage industries that use the material and human resources available at the local level and make villages self-reliant by creating employment there. Agriculture. In India, agriculture is practiced using traditional and modern methods. Many traditional tasks are performed using bullocks. Similarly, machines are used in different tasks like plowing, sowing, to harvesting, thrashing, etc. The major occupation in India is agriculture and other tasks based on agriculture. Agriculture and animal husbandry are practiced in villages. 70% of Indian society depends upon jobs related to agriculture and agricultural production. In this industry, the participation of women is equal to the participation of men. Agriculture is practiced in different seasons in India. Many varieties of crops are grown. Jova, wheat, rice, pulses, and oilseeds are mainly produced. Along with it, cotton and sugarcane are produced to manufacture cloth and sugar, respectively. Agriculture also includes the production of fruits and vegetables. Nowadays, industries processing these fruits and vegetables have come up. Agriculture fulfills man's basic needs. In order to encourage farming, loans were given to farmers through rural banks and cooperative institutions. Study visits, agriculture outdoor trips, farmers get together are organized through the panchayat samitis to bring about improvement in agriculture. Tools and implement, uh, tools and implements, seeds and fertilizers are also supplied. The farmers are given training regarding soil testing, nursery of fruit plants, pesticulture, pisciculture, poultry, cattle, and goat rearing, dairy farming, etc. Guidance is given to the farmers by the district level training institute. Financial help is given to build warehouses for storing the farm production. India is rapidly becoming independent in food grain production and farming techniques. Modern techniques like drip irrigation, organic farming are used for farming. Policy of the central government. In the fourth 5-year plan, focus was placed on paper industry, pharmaceutical industry, motor tractor industry, leather goods, textile industry, food processing industry, oil, color, sugar industries, etc. According to the industrial licensing policy of 1970, all these industries requiring an investment of more than 5 crore rupees were to be included as heavy project industries. The big industry houses and foreign companies are allowed to invest in heavy industries that were not reserved to the public sector. As a result of this policy, by the end of 1972, 3,18,000 small industries were registered with the Government Registration Office. Mineral wealth. The availability of minerals, iron and coal plays an important role in industrial development of the country. We have adequate stores of iron, manganese, coal, and mineral oil in our country. Forest resources. Government has reserved some forest for the industries based on forest. The task of conservation of forest is done by the central government, state government, and by the local people. Forests are necessary for the raw materials for industries like construction, paper, newsprint, silk, matchboxes, medical herbs, honey, lacquer, raw material needed for paint. Fisheries. Fisheries include seawater fisheries, and freshwater fish with found in rivers, canals, ponds, and lakes. Harbors were built, has been built, or old harbors has been redeveloped. Fish seeds incubation centers and fishing industry training centers has been produced for the growth of this industry. Tourism. India has a rich culture of heritage. There are places of worship of different religions, pilgrimage centers, confluences of rivers, forts, caves, etc. all over the country. Tourists come over to India as well as from abroad level in India throughout the year. The facilities for tourists to stay, travel, etc. are provided by the through tourism department corporation. Sales of curious and the hotel industry thrives in tourist places. In some places, there are guides who give information to tourists about the area. Sometimes, when vehicles don't reach the destination in some remote areas, are difficult to reach the tourist places, the local people help the tourist in return for the fee. Employment opportunities are generated out of these needs. Import export of foreign trade. When planning started in 1951, the import or of industrial goods and raw materials required for the production increased. India's imports included machines, iron, mineral oil, fertilizers, medicines, etc. India also gave impetus to exports after independence in order to gain valuable foreign exchange. India's exports included tea, coffee, spices, cotton textiles, leather, footwear, pearls, precious stones, etc. Internal trade. India's internal trade takes place via railways, waterways, roadways, airways, etc. Ports like Mumbai, Kolkata, Cochin, and Chennai are important. Commodities like coal, cotton textiles, rice, wheat, raw jute, iron, steel, Oil, seeds, salt, sugar, etc. are included in internal trade. Due to the development of industries, the standard of life in the country improves. Many opportunities for the employment become available. On a whole, it helps the progress of the country. In the next chapter, we shall see how the life of Indians has been changing. Okay, you have an exercise here. Lastly, you have a project over here. I'll read it for you. First one, collect pictures of you successful entrepreneurs. Second one, from among the things we use in our daily life, identify those are locally manufactured from those are imported. Prepare a chart. And that's the end of this chapter. Thank you.